freezing cold. Mate, it is so cold today. It's windy. The air freshener's just dangled down in front of you guys. But welcome back to the channel. Today, we're in one of my favourite chassis ever, the Audi 8P. But this is no ordinary. This is a facelift S3, 450 brake horsepower. Pretty impressive numbers. MEF injected, hybrid turbo, gearbox remap on this one because it is the S-tronic flappy paddle moment from this generation. Now, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Like 72% of you aren't subscribed. What's that about? Please subscribe below. I appreciate you as a subscriber and watching videos like this. Now, if you didn't know and you're not a subscriber, I had a 2011 RS3 8P, my be-all and end-all car. I'm so happy that I got to own that car, but this throws me back. My buddy Ian, who owns Bradbury Sheds on the Isle of Wight, if you ever need a shed, get at him. He's good at building sheds. Basically, he said to me the other day, I bought this S3. I think it's fast. I think it's nimble. I think it's such a good car for the money. Do you want to take it out for the channel? I was like, 100%. I think you guys out there would appreciate content like this because, in my opinion, it's a fantastic car for the money. It's affordable, it's comfortable, it's fast, and if you like loud cars, it's loud. Really loud. But we'll get out of this windy, grey, murky countryside, hit some roads, because I need to warm up and go and get a drink somewhere. This does throw me right back. I have owned in the past a DSG diesel 54 plate variant, so pre-facelift of the 8P. That was a fantastic car, 2-door with these seats, very similar seats to this. And then thankfully I got to own an RS3 for a year and a half, nearly 2 years, and the hybrid turbo, 520 horsepower. Anyway, that's not why we're here, but it did make me absolutely love the 8P chassis. There's something about it for me that is just very familiar, very at home. I feel homely in one of these. I know where all the buttons are, it's laid out properly. It's just one of those cars. We're not here to review it. I just want to show you guys and experience this with you after, you know, owning a few cars and owning what I believe to be the be-all and end-all 8P chassis variant, which is the RS3. This isn't RS3 money though, and I will say that now. This is a lot cheaper than an RS3. Facelift with okay mileage, but tons of mods. They do go for 10 to 15 grand. This one, as you'll see, 450 horsepower as we're behind a cyclist at the moment. He's enjoying his day out. It has a hybrid Venom turbo on it. Thank you very much, Mr. Toyota. I love these Toyotas. Why do I not? Just so cool. The catch can setup, Wagner intercooler on the front, 3-inch custom exhaust, which sounds insane. High flow injectors. It's pretty much got every setup needed to pull over 400 horsepower very safely. Now that noise, as you've just saw, that's going is the DEFI gauge this side, hasn't been properly set up. I will say that Ian has only owned this for around 4 days at this point, and all he's done is put some really good tyres on it. Goodyear Eagle F1s feel like they're pretty good tyres for the Quattro system that these S3s have. So it starts in you like a little mouse in the corner of the dash. Face value, it is hugely fast because you have that Quattro 4-wheel drive system, all-wheel drive system, Haldex system, whatever you want to call it. It just maneuvers that power around the vehicle to give you insane propulsion, even in crappy conditions. I mean, it's slightly wet on the ground. We're not going to go mad today. This isn't my car, but it just hooks and disappears, this thing. It does sound good. It's jolly loud though. Like, maybe it's just me being an old man these days, but spoiler on the back is not standard. It's a completely custom spoiler that's been put on the back of this thing. reminiscent of EK9 Type R. You know when they flip them up? That's sort of that idea. I quite like it. I think it's something different. It looks and suits the rear end of the S3. And as you'll see, the front end isn't S3-esque. It is an RS3 front bumper. But this is pretty much what the RS3 would have looked like if it was a two-door. We're going to pop in this Tesco's. And I feel like it's time to get a little bevy. Not like a, you know, bevy. I mean like a little bevy, you know what I'm saying? We've been out, it's cold, I'm thirsty. Let's take an S3 into Tesco's. That's a video, isn't it? I'm not sure that's a video everyone would watch though. I took a 450 brake horsepower S3 to Tesco's. So, first world problems, are you ready? I remember quite clearly in my RS3 there was one cup holder. It came out sort of in the centre here. It's all right. You would definitely spill a large can of Monster. I haven't had a Monster in 6 or 7 months. I just saw it, I thought, yeah, why not? I know you probably shouldn't drink Monster on the internet these days, but we're out here drinking it anyway. The problem is there's no cup holders. Anyway, I'm going to lovingly sip on this Monster. If Monster ever want to sponsor the channel, hit me up, by the way. That's really nice, that. I'm going to drink this. We'll head on our way. Now, it would be a slap round the face if we did not take this down one of the best roads on the Isle of Wight, which we are about 30 to 40 seconds away from. Let's go down Military Road, because this car will shine down there. Look how lovely this place is. I hope you guys can see it from what is basically the passenger side. I always try and take you guys with me and put you in the passenger perspective of us driving these cars. And as we crest over this hill, you will see just a draped, lovely bit of road, which is Military Road going down to Compton. And it is just the nicest setting, especially this view here of all of the coast down here, the waves that are crashing against the cliffside just here. Motorhomes, there's people in the road going for walks, there's Shoguns pulling out. Isle of Wight life, mate, that is exactly it. This car makes complete sense though. It's why I owned an RS3 way back when. It is like the tool to do everything. I am super lazy, so I want the car to do all of the changing of the gear if it's not a really old engaging car, something that will really take you when you throw through the gears. You'll feel the gears going through the car. That's what I want when I'm changing gear. But as a daily car, I don't want that. Maybe that's just me, that's me being old and super lazy. The comfiness of the seats, the brutality, look at that Mercedes, love it. The brutality of the modifications that have been done to this to bring it up, you know, to 440, 450 horsepower, whatever the power is. It doesn't necessarily matter, it just feels like it's on point. And you don't need to go fast in a car like this. It is ballistically fast, yes, but when you've got coasts like this in the UK, you've got lovely surroundings. It's just nice to kick back, and that's what this car lets you do sometimes, is you come out of it all and it just shuts up. And if you want to be a hooligan again, you can. You just tip it over, drop it down some gears, and off it goes. Perfect end really to this video, because I love the 8P chassis. I will forever and ever look at them for sale, even the diesel variants, 1.6 manuals with no spec. I still think they're a good car for the money. And if you've got the money to buy an S3, you will not be disappointed, in my opinion anyway, because I'm super biased to love an 8P S3, RS3, diesel, pretty much every variant they came out with. But with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to tip it into manual. If you'd like to support the channel at all, hit up fydapparel.com, stickers, some air fresheners, support the channel. And if you have a cool car and you want me to feature it like we've done today in this video, let me know. Shoot me an email, shoot me a message on Instagram. But thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.